All right, let's switch gears a little bit. I have been doing the new music stuff the last few videos, and haven't done a terrible songs list for a little while, so let's get knee deep in the cringe. Last time, I think I started with the newest that I could think of, pop songs, and moving backwards. So let's just pick up where we left off, counting backwards through time, which drops us, I think, unfortunately, right in the middle of butt rock territory. So let's kick it off with a big one. Crazy Bitch. What a terrible song. I mean, for that genre, it's not a bad song. It's just comes down to what that just comes down to what that stands, what it stands for people. The kind of person that can't help but get moved by that when they hear it, or the kind of person that plays that on the jukebox in a venue, or turns it up in their car when they hear it. It just, just what it says about you as a person. I'm sorry if you like that song. It is just the pinnacle of garbage. I won't linger on these too much because there's a lot I could say about each one, and there's a lot of songs to get to. So let's just keep moving. Puddle of Mud. She Hates Me. Oh my God. You know, yeah, she probably does, Wes. And so do the rest of us. No, I know that's just a joke, but I kind of do like that. I like the song Blurry, and Control's okay, but Wes Scanlon just seems like an awful person. He's just one of those, it's just cringy and gross, and I'm glad his career is pretty much over at this point. I hate to say that about people. I'm such a dick. But the reason I picked She Hates Me is mainly for the fact that it rips off the Suicidal Tendencies riff from I Saw Your Mommy, and I just think that's just too far. So any Creed song would fit on this list, but I'm gonna go with Arms Wide Open because it's the one that's the most known to me and the most ingrained in my head. So it's the hardest one to ignore when I have to hear it. Out of the frying pan into the fire. We have Nickelback, and oh boy, which one could I pick from Nickelback? We could go with Rockstar. I like Rockstar. I think the lyrics are amazing. It's the perfect. It's just, I know it's kind of pandering, but I can't help but like the Rockstar song. You could go with How You Remind Me, because that's the first one that people knew about, and that was not too bad. The bad one is the second single that they put out, which is the exact same song as that. I mean, there's people that actually took the two and laid them over the top of each other, and the chords and the arrangement and everything is exactly the same. So that's a little cringe. You could go with the one where he says something about a girl having her pants around her ankles or something. That's pretty cringe. And go with the newer one, San Quentin. That was pretty terrible. That was real terrible. But the one that goes on the top of my list is Photograph. And that's should be no surprise to a lot of people. That's on a lot of people's terrible list. It's the one that just makes me the most angry. I don't know why I have a visceral reaction to that song. I just hate it. Next up is Stained. And we could talk all day about how terrible of a person Aaron Lewis is and how terrible his music is. I was a huge fan of Stained on their first album. And most of the second album was alright too. Until I got to a little song called It's Been a While. And it just, I was like, oh my God, what is this? And of course it wasn't that terrible of a song the first time I heard it, but after a while, I just, my eyes were open to just how much utter garbage that was. I kind of like, a lot of people put Outside on that list because it includes Fred Durst, but in the scope of things, I kind of like that song too. Next, let's talk about Disturbed. Oh, Disturbed. We could go with the Ack 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 song. That's pretty, we can go with Stupefy. Oh, God. What cornball, like, fake, heavy rage. Ugh, it's just terrible. But the one I have to go with is The Sound of Silence. I used to work at a fireworks place. We had to drive somewhere to do a show or load some fireworks. And the guy that was driving is this old meathead. It's like right-wing redneck hillbilly wannabe guys. Big old fucking beef eater guy, and all the way down 2 hours to the thing and 2 hours back we had to hear the new Disturbed album, and it was just this 45 minutes of and then Sounds of Silence with the schlocky, overproduced, oversung, just contrived emotional output. And then it starts over in 45 minutes of and then Sounds of Silence again, and then over and over again all day. And it was too much for me. I was traumatized by that. I think Sounds of Silence does not do the original justice. There's so much emotion and feeling in the original, and that new version just has those overwrought strings and just over singing and pandering. Oh, I just can't. Oh, I can't. I can't. Oh. And my research for some of these other videos, going down a rabbit hole of 2004, and there was just a slew of terrible butt rock. I'm not sure that's a dark alley I don't really want to walk down, but we'll hit some of the highlights. He had Drowning Pool doing Bodies, which pandering, fake heavy. That's what I call fake heavy. Theory of a Dead Man, or Theory, or whatever you want to call them. It's like basically Nickelback light. And Bad Girlfriend is just a terrible song. Terrible lyrics and ideas. I won't even get into that. But the song itself, I heard a cover band start a song one time, and started singing. What's the song from the Cult? Fire Woman. And then it ended up, I thought, wow, that's kind of neat. This band is doing that. And no, it was Bad Girlfriend. So that helped me associate that song with ripping off a really good song. So, ugh. And another one is Lips of an Angel. It just, not only is it emotionally overwrought, but it's just, I do not condone cheating of any kind, and I just, what's going on here? Oh, shit. Shit. I just got a call. Hi, Jason. This is what I was doing when I missed your call, if you end up watching this. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Lips of an Angel. Oh, it's just an awful idea. Him talking to a girl while he's got a girl his girlfriend's laying in bed, and the cheating angle just perturbs me so much. But you also had all the other bands that I won't even, it's not even worth mentioning individual songs. The S bands, why there's so many bands in the early 2000s that are terrible that have an S in their name. You see their Smile, Empty Soul, Shine Down, Saliva. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the frickin' song with Chad Kroeger and the guy from, is it the guy from Saliva or the guy from Shinedown? I don't know them apart. I can't ever remember. But that Hero song from Spider-Man. Oh God, what a fucking terrible song. What a terrible song. Newer rock songs, not necessarily butt rock, that I think are kind of terrible. We also have Kings of Leon, Sex on Fire. This is an awful song. I mean, it's the basic groove of it's Dancing in the Dark by Bruce Springsteen with swanky, terrible, what's that lead guitar doing in that song? It's just terrible. I like the song You Somebody. I think that one's great. I don't understand why they can write such an uplifting, like epic song and then turn around and have such garbage. I don't know. Got other styles, and I've got 1,000 other songs to go here. So we'll leave that right there. We'll get back to the terrible songs some other time.